Set of 12-7, 13-5. Two-point game. Purdue down 2. Feed Swanigan against Lynch with 7. Swanigan off the glass and we're tied. 4.6.
Let's see how long he waits, and let's make sure that I want to see if they get a jump shot. No, he did the right thing.
Right into Swanigan, and he was fouled.
Available tonight, sprained his ankle against Indiana, not able to go tonight. So you're down 2 key cogs, certainly your leading scorer, and Scotty Lindsey, a huge loss tonight for Northwestern.
2 floor spacers as well. That's going to be too easy. Still don't need 3. Just try to get the ball back down inside. And one ties it. Inside to Haas. Easy. Haas has been almost Thompson. See, Purdue goes for the 3 here. Shot clock is off. Inside, Haas turns. Haas gets the friendly roll.
Google can give you some different looks defensively. They've been playing a ton of man in this game, but they've also played some zone. They've pressed. Mahmoud shaken up.
It's about 16-18% shots are only on the arc to the basket, outside of the lane. I mean, from the arc to the lane area.
That's unfair. Great positioning inside.
Here we come down, crunch time.
1-point game. Swanigan back in with 4 fouls. Through the double team and a foul call.
He's been their offense, either scoring or creating for his teammates. Rutgers hasn't been bad defensively. Just got to get a couple more stops and get better shot selection.
Inside the Haas from Edwards.
Sure a bit. He'll be a great point guard in this conference. Purdue's lead is 15. We approach 2 minutes to play here in West Lafayette. Matthias looks down low. Haas gets a touch. Back in on Happ. Haas fouled. Not pretty.
Against Purdue.
Look, Swanigan plays not to foul. You know, he plays with his hands up. He understands basketball. He's always in the right position. Oh, my God. That's pretty good. Come back left. Little off balance. Fished around. Killing Swanigan.
We've got 14 with almost 7 minutes to go in the first half. Now there's that on that.
Monday night from Mackey Arena. Let's get it going. Tip is controlled by Purdue, and the home team will have the ball first. Talked to Matt Painter before the game. Talked to Jay Wright. Both said the same thing. We're going to do what we do best, and hopefully we don't have to be the first to make an adjustment and the first bucket of the game.
In the NCAA tournament, those made free throws are going to help Notre Dame.
Well, you know, Notre Dame, you mentioned it earlier, Mike Brey to go to the Elite 8 2 consecutive years. Got beat by Kentucky 1 year. Nice entry right there.
Haas is not going to miss that one.
Initially, when he started the season, John Gross said he really hasn't earned the minutes he's getting yet. He's playing because of injury. Well, right now, he earned everything that he's getting on this floor, and he's turned himself into a pro. Inside to Haas. That is just too easy.
Back to Matthias.
You know, what Purdue's done a great job of, well, it's done a really good job in a number of areas, but they have run Arizona State off the 3-point line, and they are basically funneling them to size. And this is not a team that scores much inside. Look at that's way too easy. That Cody
just crossed Edwards over. Man.
Freshman out of North Babylon, New York. Swanigan deep position. And banks it in.
That was so good by Swanigan. Freddie McSwan.
The entry pass and help the bigs. Swanigan, jump step and hits the shot.
Regular basis. Wisconsin leads the Big Ten in fewest points allowed. 59.4 per game.
This is the high-low. Look at how deep he is.
Haas. He is planting himself inside in the anticipation from Demetric Trice. You set him up.
You have to get on the other side of that screen. Not a good job defensively, but they worked on it yesterday.
Haas turns and connects.
A little before Jess. Yeah, Jess overlap with a lot of people when you do play 6 years. Here's Matthias. Now Edwards. 12-point advantage for Purdue. I'm sure Deion will have all the answers for the Illini at the half to tell us what they can do different here. Can't get the offense going. Isaac Haas.
The numbers were higher earlier in the Big Ten season. He's cut down on some of those, so not a lot of weakness in his game.
43% from beyond the arc as well. And you can pretty much count on him for 10 rebounds a game at the least. Deshaun Freeman's done a nice job on him so far. They go inside to Haas, and he's fouled by C.J. Getty.
Because of the foul, they just get to inbound the ball. Mathias has been on the bench a long time. Has not shot well.
Swanigan 18 and 14, trying to add to it, left it short, and there's a whistle, came in late.
He got conference tournament, and if they're fortunate to get to the NCAA tournament, this type of environment where every possession means something in the ball game.
There's a shooter on the floor there. Nice shape up. Say goodnight.
Swanigan. And that's what they out. So that's interesting.
He goes for a little bit more ball handling.
Carson Edwards, the freshman from Texas.
He can do that a little bit too because now Haas is not on the floor. Just playing one big Swanigan.
Swanigan going right at the defense.
10. Woo! Unload.
He was a high school point guard at one point. He had a couple of growth spurts that changed his position. Are you jealous? Yeah, a little bit. Swanigan. Nice. Good move on the interior.
Yeah, 13 of 22 on threes. Overall, 28 of 47, 59.6% from the floor.
But it's more than just percentage of threes. They're taking good shots. Now, Vince Edwards, that's a rhythm step in three. Dakota Mathias' three off the P.J. Thompson kickout. That's a good shot. That is a great low post touch.
Four coming in after a 7-game winning streak, but having their way here as they have recently in this series against Illinois. They've won their last 5 matchups here between these two. Illinois last one here in 2008.
They feel like he is back in business right now, and that's huge because he's a terrific all-around player. Juwan Morgan.
As you said, if Indiana's going to even get into the bubble conversation, as Swanigan with a nice jump hook, you got to figure they need this one.
And pardon me, boys, a pretty good finish.
And in that first matchup, Northwestern played Purdue straight up in the post to see if they'll double team some tonight on Swanigan.
There's Swanigan. Got position, and he scores right.
Chamberlain's hand, so they get the ball back.
Opening minute here of the second half.
Nice cut by Haas on the inside. Nice hook. Boy, he's worked for the game on.
And pop. Maverick Morgan does whatever the defense tells him to do. Falls on Jalen Coleman, lands his first. Swanigan straight up.
Because they had Haas and they still had Hammonds then, that he could play the 4, that he wouldn't play the center. Obviously thinking about his future as a pro to a certain extent. He goes to Purdue, not a one-and-done player, much better player this year as a sophomore than he was.
For a guy who played really well in the first half. So Haas and Swanigan on the floor together. Edwards almost lost it. Haas, that is a nice move.
I'm telling you, there's nothing you can do.
Nice bounce to Pemsel, flowing to the rim, but Swanigan flows up there and gets the block.
They hit the glass first.
Carson Edwards will set up the offense now. Edwards enters it to Swanigan. Excellent position.
Jock's face. And still, Jock's so good.
Purdue's hit 5 of its last 6 from the field, and Swanigan will go to the...
Trimble, up top, dive, couldn't quite catch it. It'll go down as a turnover.
Gotta go inside.
You got Jackson trying to guard Swanigan. Here's Haas, wrestling his way in. And that's the first.
To avoid having to play a first-round game, that 11-14, 12-13 day.
How about Michigan State? I said last week, I think Michigan State is really getting dangerous. I'll tell you why, because Tom Izzo knows that if they can just get out of their own way, like.
Ooh. Triller getting his money's worth on his fourth.